Hello children, it's 2026. Hopefully you enjoyed the previous video, learning about wiring on the GT4. As you can see, GT4 is now out. It moves, it runs. It's on the road, on the drive, because it's sawned. Don't cross me up. I did say we were going to be doing some cool stuff with the MR2 this year. The MR2 is going to be the new race car for 2026. The Celica is not, it's been retired for a year.
No, God, please, no!
So I need to make this thing good. Now, as you know, it's not fast, it's slow. So we may have a solution to that later in the year. I'm kind of scared it might kill me. So as it is so slow, what we are going to have to do is do things to help make it faster. So this week we're going to be fitting a short shifter from Fidanza. I bet you're thinking, wow, it's just a shifter. But no, there's more. Not only do I get the shifter, hang on, not only do you get the shifter, but you get a big knob, and I like a big knob.
Ha! Gay!
It's a weighted gear knob, which will help with the changes. And you're thinking, maybe that's it. Maybe that's everything you get. But no, wait. We also have the solid shifter bushes, which will stop the cage from moving. Why is a quick shifter? You may be asking. Well, a quick shifter, I'm going to explain here. Ooh, yummy. Apparently there's an aeroplane flying over. We'll just wait for that. So how does it work? This is the shifter. This is your fulcrum, this is the lower part, and this is the upper part. This is the bit that you grab onto in the car. So by lengthening the lower half of the shaft and shortening the top half of the shaft, you bring this fulcrum point further up, which means you need less mechanical leverage at the top to achieve the same shift. So if you think about it as if you had a watermelon and a javelin, I don't know why. Now on a short shifter, all you do is you take this fulcrum point and move it further up, which gives you more leverage at the bottom. At the moment, when you're shifting with a longer shaft at the top and a smaller leverage on the bottom, you're like this. So by moving this pivot point, this fulcrum up, there's less leverage at the top to achieve the same amount of leverage at the bottom. So your shifts become shorter. That's basically how it works. So now with it fitted, instead of going like this, you go like this. Simples. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's take a look at how long this shift is at the moment. And with my handy tape measure, it's about 4 inches, which is massive, as we all know. So let's shift up, shift, take 2. So let's shift gear and get the shifter out. This is the shifter. Okay, so this is my knob. So this install is going to be different to how most of you have it because I have bucket seats. Step 1, take off your knob. Whoops, I dropped my knob. Step 2, undo your screws. So there is 1, 2 Phillips screws down here that you'll need to take out. I just have 1 here and here. So we'll take them out with your knob off and your screws out.
I apologise for nothing.
Take this bit out and then the whole thing should just, he says, just lift it. I've got to take this out. Just lifts up. There's a plug under here for the switches, which is here and here. And I have a plug at the front for my little button, which I never used. Put that out of the way. So we are now left with the shifter cage. So as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rubber bushings that hold this cage to the car. Now, There's quite a lot of play in that. And then you have a lot of play in the bushes, which allows it all to flex. All of this is exaggerated through the leverage. So we've learned how this works. So to get this out, there is a split pin here that we need to knock out and a clip here that we need to take off. So what I'm gonna do is, to make life a lot easier to show you how this works, I'm gonna actually take the cables off. Now you don't have to do this. You can do it in the car. What I'm gonna do is you pull these two clips out and then there's a little clip here that you need to pull out and it will release this cable. Then we'll undo 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. Lift this up and then we can get to the bottom clip and then we'll take it onto the table where it's brighter and we can show you how it works and how to change everything. Let's put the camera up so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, with the shifter out of the car, you can see what we're working with. So this is the shifter unit. These are the bushes that are going to be replaced with solid shifter bushes. And then there's a roll pin in here that we need to knock out, which will allow this to come up. And to get this out, we just have to take this clip off here. So let's get this stripped down and get this fitted in here. Wow, that was a dick to get off. Hopefully you saw that. Right, so to get split pin out, just have to like hammer through there. Bigger flat blade. Not that I'm using screwdrivers as chisels. Mr. Snap-on, that was too small.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Don't be lazy, just get a straight one. So that's the roll pin out. This should lift up, which it does. And this should lift out of here, lift straight up. And then your shifter comes out. So this is the old shifter. This is the new shifter. Next job is to remove these plastic bushes from the bottom. So I have the old bushing off. What I'm going to do is use some CV grease because I don't really have a lot of anything. Pop it on the ends here just so you've got a little bit of grease on them. And then we can pop the bushes back on, which I'll use the vise for, and then we can come back and reassemble. There's probably a better way to get them on than what I did. Now remember to always grease your bush because no one wants to go into a bush dry.
Thank you!
So to reinstall it is pretty much reverse of what we just did. I should probably grease this up as well, shouldn't I? I just said I don't want to be having a dry bush. There's probably better grease to use, but you know, got to work with what you've got. As you guys will know, it's not size, it's what you do with it. So that roll pin is all the way through, and then we've got to put this bad boy back in. So this spring goes one bit on one side, one bit on the other, one and one. Then we push that bush through. I guess I'm gonna have to put this in the vise and knock it down with a socket. Next job is to get these out. So these just pull out, they should, yep. Then we can pull the rubber bush out. And then you just replace them with the alley bush, like so. So let's go and put this back in the car with these bushes on, and we'll see what it feels like. Right, just got my tippy toes back in the garage. The shifter is reassembled and it's ready to go back in the car. Got my big weighty knob. Now the reason for the big weighty knob is to counteract the leverage difference between this to make it easier to shift. So let's go bolt it in. You don't need to watch me because you watch me take it out. So I'll go and bolt it in, then you can see it when it's bolted back together. Okay, I'll see you in a sec. Okay, bye.
A few moments later.
So immediately it plays loads, but there's no movement in that anymore. So it's like, oh yeah. So to compare, same test, we've gone from 4 inches at 2.5 inches. So we've half the throw. So I've taken the old knob off, put my nice shiny weighted one on. Oh yeah, that feels so much better. Let's go for a drive. Don't forget, if you like this video, like down below and subscribe to the channel. So currently driving with the normal shifter. There's quite a lot of slop in it. I don't know if you can see this. So obviously it's got rubber bushes at the bottom. Sometimes when you are going quite fast, it's like trying to stir porridge. There's a fair lot of movement here and it's really quite annoying. I've done the gear shift bushes in the back, so that's not an issue anymore. We've got all this. Woo! It's not a very high mileage car either. It's only like 60k, 65, 76. That's a wild car. So, short shifters installed. It is mega. It feels so much better. You'll see in the video how much better the shifts are. But look, there's like, compared to before, there's a little bit of side to side, that's in the bush, but nothing. It is proper ka-ching, ka-ching. And we've lost like 2 inches off the throw, which is really good. And 2 inches is a lot. Whop, whop. So much better. Shifts like a hero. Oh, it's mega. I love it. It has transformed the shifts. That was a nice, easy video. No matter what she says, shorter's better. Trust me. If you want to get your hands on one of these shifters from Fidanza, it ain't no eBay crap, it's the genuine Fidanza, then check out Sport here, or I'll put a link in the description below and you can get your own one. So get yourself a short shifter and be like a proper race car driver, not like me. So join me next week when we're going to be doing some more bits to this. I've got lots to do, I've got bushes to do, I've got a roll cage to do, I've got faster things to do. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, hopefully you've learnt about short shifters and how they work and why you need one. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. For more videos here, to subscribe down here. Okay, bye.
Subscribe to my channel.